watch where Sonic with Russia. I know I like it. So yeah, watch Gene. Avatar be Spain.
To start off this list, we have a game that, even though I don't hate it, I still consider it bad enough to be on the list. Sonic Rivals for the PlayStation.
But Sonic Horse who is dong.
Turns out the game is an incredibly underwhelming experience. The controls are incredibly stiff and the racing feature could have been implemented better.
Well, if you press the button, Sonic go whoosh and Sonic fly. Fly, Canada, Sanchan, fly!
You know, despite the hardware limitations, the Sega Game Gear is still a pretty good console with tons of enjoyable games such as Sonic Triple Trouble. But then you have stuff like Sonic Chaos, which is the exact opposite of enjoyable.
Wait, let me stop you right there.
Let me tell about the checkpoints. Dear God, the checkpoint placement in this game sucks. It is possible to go through an entire stage without crossing a single checkpoint. So if you die, and trust me, you will die, you are sent back to the beginning of the act so that you have to cross the level all over.
I wish there were checkpoints in this video so I can eat my casserole in pieces.
For years, Mario and Sonic have been competing to see who was the best company mascot.
It's obviously Marty McFly.
Many reviewers have already tackled this game and done a great job in explaining why this game is bad. It's a game that tries to copy Mario Party, which isn't a bad idea by itself. I mean, plagiarism is considered the sincerest form of flattery.
Plagiarism shows that you love another woman for who they are.
And the cell shape on the Sonic Adventure models. Even if Sonic's mouth looks incredibly disturbing in this game, just look at it and tell me if that isn't nightmare fuel.
It looks like fuel for my car.
When you have a video game franchise that
that ball skip.
I sometimes believe I'm a bit too generous when it comes to Sonic racing games. I love the first two Riders games. All Stars and Racing Transform are some of my favorite kart racing games of all time, and I even defended Sonic R.
And you should
The presentation is terrible, and there isn't even any reason for you to literally play this game.
Fish, 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 fish.
Much worse. Everything you didn't like about 3D Blast is here. The awkward controls, the god-awful visuals, the lack of attention to detail, and much even worse level design that you could ever imagine.
Much worse level design. That sounds like my super hot spicy hot sauce on my spicy burrito sandwich.
I expect the games to be exciting, to be thrilling. I like when I can go fast in the games. Heck, I'm pretty sure most Sonic fans also play these games for the very same reasons. So why the hell does Sonic Labyrinth exist?
Because they wanted me to not get Disney World for Hanukkah.
An enjoyable story and somewhat lovable characters. Shut up, I like these characters. The gameplay is just downright atrocious for two main reasons: the control scheme and the way you make progress in the game. Apparently Sega forgot what buttons exist for because they decided to implement motion controls into this game.
Your buttons, hashtag sickfire, I own you hard.
Excuse me, but when did having a console that features motion controls completely eliminate the need for button input?
Sega Man for the iOS, duh.
I'm holding a call for you. It's the rest of the gaming industry trying to tell you that analog sticks exist for a fucking reason.
To put in your mouth.
Very simple. Sometimes you don't even need to change anything about the game. You just have to copy everything from the original if it's still good enough to stand on its own. So why the hell did Sega fuck Sonic Genesis up?
Because Sega had money and Sonic was one of their French girls.
So even though I have been incredibly negative in this list, I'm still a pretty big fan of the Sonic series. But that doesn't mean that—
I love your hair.
So my bet is that pretty much all of you guessed this game would be on the list, right? Some of you were probably even guessing that it would be number 1.
I thought one would be Shark Tales.
Well, guess what? You were right.
Take that, Will Smith. Vid ov. Beginning guess. I give it Q.